Your home modifications might be slowly poisoning you. While you're spending thousands to age-proof your home, 3 hidden mistakes are actually triggering chronic inflammation that attacks your joints, lungs, and immune system. And here's the scary part: one of these is probably in your walls right now, releasing toxic chemicals every single day. Stay until the end because I'll reveal the simple fix that most contractors won't tell you about. Let's talk about something most people completely miss when they're trying to create a safer home for aging in place. You see, the home improvement industry has convinced us that more insulation, tighter seals, and fresh finishes equal a healthier home. But research from the National Institutes of Health tells a completely different story, one that could explain why your inflammation markers keep rising even after your expensive home renovations. Today, I'm breaking down the 3 biggest age-proofing mistakes that are making inflammation worse in your body, and more importantly, exactly what to do instead. Mistake number 1: choosing the wrong insulation materials. Here's what's happening in thousands of homes right now. Homeowners are installing spray polyurethane foam, urea formaldehyde, or polystyrene insulation because contractors recommend it. These materials seem perfect. They seal air leaks, boost energy efficiency, and promise lower heating bills. But here's the hidden danger. These insulation types release volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, directly into your living space. We're talking about formaldehyde, isocyanates, and fire retardants like HBCDD. These chemicals don't just disappear after installation. They keep off gassing for months, sometimes years. What does this mean for your body? These VOCs irritate your airways, trigger asthma attacks, and most importantly, they fuel chronic inflammation. Your immune system treats these chemicals as invaders, activating inflammatory responses that damage healthy tissue over time, and it gets worse. Once your insulation ages or gets wet from a leak, it becomes a perfect breeding ground for dust mites, mold spores, and even pests like cockroaches. Their droppings and body fragments mix with insulation fibers, creating an inflammatory cocktail that circulates through your VOC system straight into your lungs. Studies published in peer-reviewed journals show a direct link between these insulation materials and increased respiratory inflammation, allergic responses, and worsening chronic conditions in older adults. So what's the solution? Choose insulation materials specifically designed to be low emission and mold resistant. Fiberglass insulation without chemical sensitizers is one option. Even better, look for materials certified as asthma and allergy friendly. These cost slightly more upfront, but they protect your long-term health by maintaining clean indoor air quality without releasing inflammatory triggers. The key is asking your contractor about VOC emissions before installation, not after your inflammation symptoms start. Quick pause. If you're learning something valuable here, hit that like button right now, and drop a comment telling me which mistake surprised you most. I read every single one. Now let's talk about mistake number 2, and this one affects almost every energy-efficient home. Mistake number 2: improving air tightness without adding proper ventilation. This is incredibly common. You spend money to seal air leaks, upgrade insulation, and install energy-efficient windows. Your heating bills drop, and you feel like you made a smart investment. But 3 months later, you notice increased joint pain, brain fog, and respiratory issues that won't go away. Here's what's actually happening. When you seal your home without installing balanced mechanical ventilation, you trap moisture inside. That moisture has nowhere to go. It condenses on cold surfaces, soaks into materials, and creates the perfect environment for mold growth. And mold is inflammation central. Mold spores and mycotoxins circulate through stagnant air, landing in your lungs and triggering immune responses that create chronic inflammation throughout your body. For seniors with already compromised immune systems, this becomes a serious health threat. But wait, there's another problem. Sealed homes often have humidity levels that swing between extremes. When humidity drops too low, research shows that viruses survive longer in the air and your respiratory defenses weaken. When humidity climbs too high, mold thrives. Both scenarios fuel inflammation. Building science experts are clear on this point. You cannot seal a home without addressing ventilation. It's not optional. The fix is straightforward. When you improve air tightness, install a mechanical ventilation system like an energy recovery ventilator or heat recovery ventilator. These systems bring in fresh outdoor air while exhausting stale indoor air, all while maintaining energy efficiency. Also add humidity monitoring. You want to keep indoor humidity between 30 and 50% year-round. This range prevents mold growth, supports immune function, and reduces inflammatory triggers. Think of it this way: your home needs to breathe, just like your lungs. Seal it without ventilation, and you're essentially suffocating yourself in a bubble of trapped pollutants. Mistake number 3, using toxic materials in your finishes and flooring. This is where most age-proofing projects go completely off the rails. You've upgraded your bathroom for accessibility, installed non-slip flooring, and repainted everything with a fresh coat. It looks amazing. But within weeks, you're dealing with headaches, eye irritation, and respiratory symptoms that seem to come out of nowhere. The culprit? Conventional paints, PVC flooring, and high VOC adhesives used during your renovation. Here's the science. These materials emit massive amounts of volatile organic compounds, phthalates, and biocides. When you paint a room with standard paint, it releases VOCs for weeks. When you install vinyl flooring, it off-gases phthalates that disrupt your endocrine system and promote systemic inflammation. And this doesn't stop after a few days. These chemicals continue off-gassing for months or even years. They react with dust particles in your air, creating secondary pollutants that are even more harmful. Your indoor air quality becomes worse than outdoor air, even in polluted cities. For older adults, this chemical exposure triggers eye and throat irritation, asthma flares, and most importantly, chronic low-grade inflammation that accelerates aging and disease progression. Renovations are especially dangerous because they stir up existing dust, disturb old materials, and concentrate chemical emissions in spaces you're living in. So what's the alternative? Choose low VOC or zero VOC paints. These water-based formulas have come a long way in performance and durability. For flooring, skip vinyl and PVC entirely. Instead, use click-fit natural materials like cork, bamboo, or hardwood that don't require toxic adhesives. Read labels carefully. Look for certifications like GreenGuard Gold, which test for low chemical emissions. And whenever possible, complete renovations when you can ventilate heavily and stay elsewhere for a few days while materials off-gas their initial load. Your finish choices have a direct impact on your inflammatory markers. Choose wrong, and you're literally painting inflammation into your walls. So there you have it, the 3 biggest age-proofing mistakes that trigger inflammation: toxic insulation materials, sealing without ventilation, and using high VOC finishes. Each one seems harmless until you understand the science. If you found this valuable, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss my next video, where I'll reveal the 5 immune-boosting home modifications that actually reduce inflammation naturally. Drop a comment right now telling me which mistake you're going to fix first. And if you know someone who's planning home modifications, share this video with them. It could literally save their health. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.